Bonjour à tous, welcome back to Lingoni French. I hope that you are doing well. Today is a new episode of our series on passé composé. Last lesson, I gave you 6 of the verbs that were part of the exceptions, the one that were going with the auxiliary être, in passé composé. The verbs were aller, naître, mourir, tomber, rester, venir ou revenir et devenir. So let's keep going with this list. It is soon done, so don't panic. Soon you will have all the verbs that are part of the exceptions and that go with the auxiliary être in passé composé. So to start with, you can add to your list the verb partir, verbe du troisième groupe. It goes, je suis parti, tu es parti, il est parti, elle est partie, on est parti, nous sommes partis, vous êtes partis, ils ou elles sont partis. Examples. On est parti en train à 15 heures et on a dormi pendant tout le voyage. Tu n'es toujours pas parti. The following one is arriver. Je suis arrivé, tu es arrivé, il, elle, on est arrivé, nous sommes arrivés, vous êtes arrivés, ils, elles sont arrivés. Examples with this one. Les colis que j'attendais sont enfin arrivés. J'ai hâte de les ouvrir. Nous sommes arrivés avant vous, comme d'habitude. Next one is retourner. Je suis retourné, tu es retourné, il, elle, on est retourné, nous sommes retournés, vous êtes retournés, ils, elles sont retournés. Des exemples. J'ai oublié mon téléphone hier et je suis retourné chez moi pour aller le chercher. Ils sont déjà allés à New York plusieurs fois, mais cette année, ils sont retournés aux États-Unis pour visiter San Francisco. Entrer ou rentrer. Je suis entré, tu es entré, il, elle, on est entré, nous sommes entrés, vous êtes entrés, ils, elles sont entrés. Some examples. Il est entré sans frapper et s'est assis à côté de moi. Or, with rentrer, for example, vous êtes rentré du Japon? And that's about it. So now we have, it's important, let's recap. We have the basic structure of passé composé and what we use it for. We have the regular form of passé composé when it goes with the auxiliary avoir with most of the verbs. And we have an idea of how the past participles work with the first group and the second group because they have a regular structure. Et, avec accent aigu, for the verbs in ER du premier groupe, I pour les verbes du deuxième groupe, ending in IR, IR. And the verb of the third group are usually very, as we said, irregular, and there will be a little bit on passé composé in this series, on which I will just give you sentences with third group past participles, and you will have a couple of seconds to read the sentence and try to find which verbs it comes from in the infinitive. Some kind of interactive lesson that can be useful, hopefully. And then we now have the 10 verbs that goes with être in passé composé. And we know that in that case, the past participle will change depending on who is talking, a man, a woman, one person, or some people. I will have to add a final E to mark the feminine or to add an S to mark the plural. That's the important basics now. And now to end up this lesson, I would like to talk about 4 verbs, yes, 4 verbs that are a little bit special too. I'm talking about the verbs passer, monter, descendre et sortir. These verbs can function in passé composé both with avoir and with être. Why? So, first of all, passer, you could say je suis passé, but you could also read or hear or say tu as passé. Both works. So, je suis passé, tu es passé, elle est passée, nous sommes passés, vous êtes passés, ils sont passés. But also, j'ai passé, tu as passé, etc. To make this easier for you, I will give you some examples straight away and explain you why it can work with both. Cheer up, we're almost done. So if I say, Sarah est passée chez moi hier et nous avons commandé des pizzas pour dîner. Okay. Sarah est passée, there is a complement. Sarah est passée where? Chez moi, complément circonstanciel de lieu, as we call it. But still, this goes with être. So passer in that case would be just added to the list of the verbs that goes with être. Fine. But then how come I can say je t'ai passé ces informations la semaine dernière? Je t'ai passé quoi? And this is the reason why the auxiliary avoir is now the right one to use. Just because I have what we call complément d'objet direct, meaning un complément answering the question quoi or qui. Je t'ai passé quoi ces informations? When, la semaine dernière. I also have un complément circonstanciel de temps, but this doesn't matter. It's the fact that I have un complément d'objet direct, known as COD, that matters in that case. Je suis passé chez Sarah, but j'ai passé des informations. Vous êtes passé devant nous sans nous saluer. Vous êtes passé where? Devant nous. How? Sans nous saluer. Okay, but there is no complément answering the question what or who. However, on a passé l'après-midi au parc avec les enfants. On a passé quoi l'après-midi? Complément d'objet direct, auxiliaire avoir. Let's keep going with the other verbs and see how it works. Sortir. Verbe du troisième groupe, but that for some reason decided to work as a second group. So the past participle would be sorti. Okay, so no need maybe to conjugate everything again. It would be j'ai sorti, and then you just keep declining. J'ai sorti, tu as sorti, il a sorti, etc. But je suis sorti, tu es sorti, ils sont sortis is also possible. Elles sont sorties hier soir et elles n'ont pas entendu le réveil ce matin. Elles sont sorties quand? Hier soir. OK. But, tu as sorti les poubelles? Tu as sorti quoi? Les poubelles. Complément d'objet direct, auxiliaire avoir. Monter. I can have. Je suis monté. But I can also read. Nous avons monté. Théo est monté dans sa chambre très fâché ce soir. Théo est monté. Where? Dans sa chambre. How? Très fâché. When? Ce soir. OK. Pas de complément d'objet direct, pas d'auxiliaire avoir. However, tu as monté les escaliers trop vite et tu as trébuché. Very nice verb. Et tu as trébuché. Tu as monté quoi? Complément d'objet direct, les escaliers. Auxiliaire, avoir. You could also say, les filles sont montées par les escaliers. Les filles sont montées par les escaliers. Now it becomes very subtle. I'm sorry, but elles sont montées comment? Par les escaliers. Not they went up the stairs. They went up by the stairs, using the stairs. So I'm not answering the question what, I'm answering the question how. Elles sont montées par les escaliers. Et on a pris l'ascenseur. Elles sont. There is no what in this question. Ils ont monté cette armoire en 2 heures. Ils ont monté. Monter is very interesting because it means several things. You will have the translation below. So it's a very useful verb. Monter. Ils ont monté quoi? L'armoire. Complément d'objet direct, auxiliaire avoir. I'm sure you're enjoying that. I'll give you the last one. Descendre. Troisième groupe. Participe passé, descendu. Je suis descendu, but also, ils ont descendu. Examples. Nous sommes descendus à pied. Answering the question, comment? La manière. But, les pompiers ont descendu la victime par le balcon. Les pompiers ont descendu who? La victime. Complément d'objet direct. Par le balcon. I'm done for today. I really hope that I didn't create too much confusion. Please just watch and rewatch. I mean it when I say it's a series. It's really just going like from the basic to the complicated things in passé composé. Because students hate passé composé. They say, oh, I thought it was all clear and easy, and now I don't understand anything. These verbs can go with both, and this one. So I'm trying to think about all the things you don't like about passé composé and clarify them before you bump into these problems. I hope that I will manage. I still have one thing to talk to you about. It's the pronominal verbs, the reflexive verbs, all the verbs that goes with se. I can already tell you that they also go with être because they're a bit special. That's the very last categories of verbs that goes with être. So we've seen the exceptions, 10, 11 of them. We've seen the verbs that goes with both because they thought it would be fun to do so. And now I'm going to teach you the one that always go with être, but that I think it's important to show you how you need to conjugate them because they're pronominal. So it might be sometimes a little bit confusing to not forget the pronoun, where to put the pronoun. What if I speak in negative form? We'll see that. We'll see that in next episode. I hope that you enjoyed this lesson. And of course, for some extra practice, you can go to lingoni.com and you'll find a lot of additional exclusive videos and resources, and you'll be able to practice all your skills and a lot of passé composé. And if you want to switch a little bit and you're tired of French, you can also learn German and learn English with Lingoni because we have Lingoni German and Lingoni English US. So feel free to discover that as well. Thank you very much for your attention. Good job. And I see you very soon for next episode. À bientôt. Au revoir.